All right, I got some real sad news here in this video for you for fantasy football. I am giving up on this massive, big named fantasy football player. I'm going to tell you who that is in this video and why I'm giving up on him. And there's other people I'm also going to be giving up on. So make sure you guys do hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. And comment below, of course. I want to know who you guys are giving up for fantasy football 2025. Who are you not drafting? Which players are you avoiding and you're never going to go back to? But I want to talk about this one particular player. And I'm telling you, man, I love this guy. In fact, I was the one that loved this guy before even loving this guy was popular. I remember years ago, before he had his major breakout year, people were drafting like Damian Williams ahead of this guy, okay? So I'm totally giving up on him. And I'll tell you who it is right now. And again, but the point is, though, you want to listen to my reasoning on why I'm giving up on him. Because I don't just give up on people easily, especially big name players. There's important reasons on why I'm going to give up. And in fact, this year was the last year I ended up drafting him. I got him in the second round for an absolute steal. Okay, the guy I'm talking about, and it breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart. And again, in the comments, please feel like if you want to console me, even though I'm inconsolable, love to get your feedback. The guy I'm giving up on is Derrick Henry. Now, let me tell you why, okay? This is very, very important. Again, I was the first believer in him before he had that major breakout year, like I said. But we're talking about a guy who's 31 years old, heading into his 10th season, okay? This is very, very important. This is very, 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 very important. He just finished 4th. In PPR. Some people say, well, don't draft him. He's a PPR guy. Listen, he finished 4th in PPR amongst running backs, had himself an outstanding year. But my question is, how long will it continue? Now, stay to the end. I'm going to give you another running back I will be staying away from permanently as well, okay? But with Derrick Henry, though, the thing about him is that he's 31. I believe he had his last hurrah. I believe this was it. I mean, we had pretty much a Super Bowl, almost contention, MVP type year out of Lamar Jackson. It was almost like a perfect year. And my question is, like, can he continue at this rate? We're talking about a guy who carries the ball over 300 times and had multiple seasons to do it. The only season he had a bit of a down year where he was injured for Derrick Henry, I think, was 2021. I think he played like 8 games. So when I look at a guy like Derrick Henry going into 2025, I got to ask myself, do I want a running back that's 31 years old? Do I want a running back coming off a pinnacle year that he just had? And the answer to that is no. And he's going to be expensive because the Kashyyyps are going to be riding him. I'm looking for the next best thing. And I'm going to give you who the next best thing is in my 16-round draft. So if you haven't got it, grab it below. All the sleepers, all the breakouts, you can pre-order it right now. Get in 60 rounds. No more copy and paste rankings. They won't help you. Last year, everybody told you Christian McCaffrey. First overall, I said, don't draft him. I saw regression happening. And if you look at Derrick Henry, man, he is a regression candidate. There's no denying that Derrick Henry has to regress this year. I don't see it any other way. And I said last year when I was telling you to draft him, I'm like, this is the last hurrah, 100% for Derrick Henry in a great situation. Now, he could still end up having a good year. It's Derrick Henry. He is a one-of-a-kind, elite talent, elite guy. Now, hold on. Wait till the end here because I'm going to give you another player that I'm going to stay away from, okay? But he is one of a kind. He literally is the king when it comes to fantasy football running backs. He is a rare breed. I would say he's a dinosaur because there's a lot of these running backs that are just, they're getting away from these workhorse running backs. And he is that true workhorse running back with minimal committee. He's going to get 300 attempts. But can his body last? He could have another year. That being said, he could have another amazing year. But I personally am looking towards the future. A guy who's in his 10th year, over 31, coming off a pinnacle season. It's just everything is pointing to a possible decline. Now, I hope he has another great year. I really do. I think he's great. But I'm personally going to never, ever, this is what makes this video so hard, ever draft him again. So let's talk about another running back real quickly. I won't go into as much detail. I just want to give it to you as a bonus. Someone I will never, ever draft again. And this was for fun. I'm not going to dive in too much into it. But I know a lot of people are going to be drafting him next year because I think they're going to get him for a value. He could have a bounce back year. And actually, I've been off him for years, so it's not a surprise. But Christian McCaffrey. That being said, I do think he's going to be better value than last year. I think he could bounce back, but for me, just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. The guy played 10 games in 2020, 2021. 2020, 2021, combined 10 games. He had the 2 pinnacle years. He declined last year. And I'm just not in on him at all. I'm just not going to do it. So CMC, another guy, just never drafting. It's time to move on from these people. I'm almost debating on whether I want to give up on Saquon as well. That's a whole other video. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you guys finally giving up on Derrick Henry? He's going to be very expensive this year. Are you willing to invest on a guy who's going to be 31, has a lot of mileage, wear and tear, 300 plus attempt seasons, multiple times, has been consistent over the past 4 or 5 years, minus the 2021 season where he only played 8 games, and coming off this astronomical pinnacle year where he finished 4th amongst running backs? Are you finally done with Derrick Henry? Are you finally done with Christian McCaffrey? Love to get your thoughts here in this short video here. Back in the car, back at the SUV, getting ready to pick up my kids, keeping these vlogs coming for you. So let me know what you guys think below. In or out, game over for Derrick Henry. Love to get your feedback. Is he a player to avoid permanently? Drop it in the comments below. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up. More content coming your way. I appreciate you guys being here. Have yourself an outstanding day. It's sunny, it's cold here in the Northeast. I'm going to keep the content rolling. We'll talk soon, guys. Have a great day.